Call to the Paintsville Historical Association regular meeting for Monday, November 18th, 2019. Location, Country Music Highway Museum, 4:15. Roll call.
Jerry Daniel.
Here.
Kay Hall. Connie Bays.
Here.
Adam Priest.
Here.
Andrea Dixon. Chase Cottle.
Here.
Mike Schwartz.
First item is like approval of the minutes of the special call meeting for October 22nd, 2019.
I'll make a motion to approve that special call meeting for October 22nd, 2019.
I'll second.
All in favor? Anybody opposed? No. Okay, it's like the next approval of financial reports and payment of bills for October 2019.
I'll make the motion to approve the financial reports and payment of bills for October 2019.
I'll second.
All in favor? Opposed? Okay. Next is new business. We got any new business? Moving on, update on the home place by Josh Johnson.
Since our last board meeting, we finished up the pumpkin patch, which was a huge success. The kids really had a great time, adults included. We serviced over 3,000 people from the pumpkin patch, so that was great. We are transitioning to Candyland for Christmas. We are less than 2 weeks out of our first school group, and we have 1,200 kids scheduled right now, and I had 150 more call me today wanting to come. So I think Candyland will be another success for the farm, starting the first of the month. The Corps of Engineers has been really good. I had asked them about, in years past, we've always put some arches over the road. Well, that takes an army of men, and it's a lot of work. So I had asked in exchange if maybe we could just put some lights on the guardrail or some type of other. They've been very supportive, so I want to give them some kudos. They said if we want to put lights out, we were more than welcome to. So I thought that was very generous. And in a nutshell, we've been booking stuff out there. We've had people already call wanting to do a birthday party during Candyland, even though it's going to be cold. And we've already had people been booking for 2020 for weddings. We actually had 3 events this month. Usually we don't have anything in November because we close for the season in October, but we had a baby shower and 2 weddings. So it's been pretty busy here at the farm lately, so it's been good. So it's kind of in a nutshell what we've been doing for the past month.
Commissioners' comments?
Just hoping for good weather next month.
Yes.
Okay.
He is too.
How do you vote on that? Okay, I guess motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
I'll second.
All in favor? Opposed?
There you go.
Okay, next up, call to order the Paintsville regular meeting for Monday, November 18th, 2019, Country Highway Museum. Roll call.
Jerry Daniel.
Here.
Kay Hall. Connie Bays. Here. Adam Priest.
Here.
Andrea Dixon. Chase Cottle.
Here.
Mike Schwartz.
Next, we've got approval of minutes of the special call meeting for October 22nd, 2019.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes of the special call meeting for October 22nd, 2019.
All in favor? Opposed? Okay. Got next approval of financial reports and payment of bills for October 2019.
Well, I'll make a motion to approve the financial report and payments of bills for October 2019.
Second.
All in favor? Opposed? Okay, next is financial reports, approval of them for the Country Music Highway Museum and payment of bill for October 2019.
I'll make a motion to approve the Country Music Highway Museum financial report and payment of bills for October 2019.
I'll second.
All in favor? Opposed? Okay. Old business, amendment to bylaws for a meeting date and time.
Has to be taken. Don't have enough commission members present to be.
That take 2/3? 2/3 to do that one? We need a motion to table that? Don't need to move on.
Just has to.
Okay.
We can make it happen.
Looks like the new business, discussion of storage building.
I guess that's me. Well, I think I've made everybody pretty much aware for the most part, we have a storage issue. We already have a couple of storage units. But some of our investments that we've invested in, kind of like the rock wall, and big items like that, we are needing a storage solution. So I've looked through the budget and we've got enough to where we can amend the budget and do this if it's something you all want to do. We're spending right now, well, with what we need, I actually need 2 more storage units. We'd be spending over $4,000 a year just in a storage unit, which we don't physically own. I called and got a rough estimate for if we built a metal, I guess you want to call it prefab building, at the Stafford House, which is convenient and close to town, which will be great for events. I think the quote I got was for $8,400. That's for 30 by 48. Is that right?
Yes.
For a 30 by 48. But something that this building would do would not only be store our stuff out of the weather, but during the spring, summer, and fall, we could utilize this space as an additional event space or whatever you want to call it. And that income would help offset our Stafford House payments. Because what's been happening over the past month, here especially, and I'm tickled to death, but everything that people's been wanting is booked. And, obviously if we're booked here, they want to know if they can go to the farm or if they can go, of course, then you got the haul at the golf course. But for some reason, everybody's wanting to do events here lately, and we're having to turn them away. Or they've called the rec center or the hall at the golf course, and they're booked. They call here, and we're doing, in December, we've got some stuff booked, 2 events in one day, just for the holidays. So I thought maybe that would be a good solution. It'd be something that we'd own, and for what we pay in 2 years, it'd be paid for what we're paying in storage units.
Would there be enough room to kind of segregate off your storage supplies and things for events?
You could get it a little bit longer, and you could petition and put like a big black curtain or something to where you could have your stuff in the back side, and all you would be the event space on the front side. Yeah.
You're just talking about metal building?
Yeah.
Do you know if they heated, we could live in?
If you done spring, summer, and fall, it wouldn't be too bad. We could put it here. We've got gas. There's gas and stuff there at the
Okay.
Stafford House. And water, all that stuff. And we got utilities and everything right there, I think.
So we get this running over here.
You could run an existing line from over what we've already got over to that.
So I mean, it's like what kind of events and
Baby shower, wedding reception.
How much space
People
would it be,
line.
I guess, is what I'm trying to.
Well, if you do, it's a 30 by 50 for easy figuring, it's what, 1,500 square feet.
This room right here is about 2,800.
Yeah, like half the size of this room.
But I guess you're not really going to do anything. I mean, the inside of it's not really going to be finished or anything. That's just going to be this metal frame you sit in. I mean, I'm just curious what the inside.
You can make it as pretty or as rustic as you want. We have weddings there, and see, the biggest issue with having weddings at the Stafford House is there's nowhere to have a reception.
Yeah.
The house, it's so blocked up or so chopped up with the rooms, you can only get like 5 or 6 people in a room.
Yeah.
But weddings there, believe it or not, are absolutely beautiful. The one that sticks out since I've been here, Chrissy Leedy's daughter got married there, and they rented those white folding wood chairs. I think they're called raisin chairs or something like that. And you face right towards where it kind of curves over before it drops off the cliff. There's 2 trees there, and it is so beautiful. With the sunset there, it's really pretty.
Just if you made it more like, I don't know if this would, I'm just throwing something, but if you made it look more like a barn.
Australia.
You don't have that picture with you, do you?
Well, I might have it on my phone.
He's not talking about just that.
I'm not talking about just a
Well,
plain
I-
thing. I'm
You're
talking about,
one that looks
yeah.
good.
if you look at the front of it, it'll look like a barn,
You got
and
it.
it's got the two sliding doors, because that's what everybody's into.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, the rustic,
That'd be good then.
the rustic decor.
Yeah, I was just thinking, you know, Morton building, I'm like,
He was thinking someone that was wanting to rent this place out going into a storage building and staying like this. Well, you know, and I think it's,
yeah.
yeah.
Does it have windows?
I mean, you can do whatever you want to with it. Like the one I picked out, the example I seen online was it had the two barn doors that slid open, and then it had a set of glass doors to help insulate it. So if you had, you know, heat and air in it. And they actually had windows, and they come off the side of it and done like a little patio per se, or gondola or whatever they call it. It was really pretty.
So that structure is what you got the $8,400 price
For the mayor. Now, as far as, that's what I said, you can make it as rustic or as pretty as you want. Like this example I seen, I couldn't find a price, but you know, they went in, they sheetrocked everything and chandeliers, and I mean, it was fancy.
Yeah.
But, I mean, even if you had just the metal shell itself, and you can make it more rustic and look pretty with
Well,
that.
what you can probably get curtain rods and hang drape, you know.
What's that drapery called? It's not tulle, but it's kind of like tulle, where they
Right.
draped it
It's a
down
sheer.
over the banisters.
So what, the $8,400 price is for what?
30 by 48 metal building.
Metal building?
That's your
It looks like the-
trusses.
Looks like the barn,
Well, you have to pick up the colors.
but I mean, it looks like it's still the barn shape, though. That's what the price is for, not just the face of the building.
No. He told me it's not really, they used to sell them in kits.
Yeah.
It's not really called a kit anymore. You come in and you custom design. I said, well, give me a rough estimate of what a 30 by 48, and that's what he gave me. You pick it out from the ground up now.
That-
They build your kits to satisfy you versus
For that price, if we want a barn, what, it's gonna be $8,400.
you to pick out like a two-tone color.
Right.
Obviously, I know the doors will be extra, you know, to have the two big nice sliding doors. I know that would be extra, but
But we would want it something to coordinate with the Stafford House color, the colors, the barn color.
nothing too, you know, no bright pinks
You
or,
wouldn't want pink and blue.
Yeah.
Right,
no, just
Some people
maybe some
would.
light grays or something, whatever would match.
right.
Would match that.
But you're not going to
It's a
get
shed
complete
coming
grade
together.
$400, no.
Is that concrete? Or is that just?
That's
just
nothing, that's
metal?
nothing, that's just the building. I mean, we wouldn't even have to concrete right away, you know, depending on the
Is that
cost
from
wise.
putting it in though?
That's the metal.
That's not him doing anything except.
So,
What we figure up rough estimate, about 15?
At least, yeah.
We figured up around about 15 grand.
And then if you want to make it.
But you can make it as rustic as you want. You know, if this year, if we could just at least get a building built, and then, you know, next year we wanted to try to make it a little more prettier and upscale it or whatever we could. But we've got to do something about our stuff sitting on the way.
Well, at the building right now, you can stay $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 premium. Springtime is about to start around.
Wait 2 years and put your first storage.
And on the plus side, the
Plus the income for one thing.
the income, and then also, you know, the SIP is paid off now. So that payment is gone.
Well, the Stafford House too, where it's, you know, always an expense, never bringing anything, that.
Yeah, we do
that would be
have
great
small events there.
For that to do
But-
something.
That is the biggest draw I hear when people are looking for places to have a wedding, because, you know, our wedding brochure out there, it lists the Stafford House, the SIP here, the farm, and the biggest complaint is, you know, they like a one-stop shop. So at the farm, they get married on the farm, they come to the reception on the reception. Some people get married and do reception here. Some people get married out there and then come here and have the reception.
So we have Stafford House and have reception in the barn.
Right. We keep them and all that stays right there. So,
what do we charge for
where?
it? Like, I mean,
I'll give you an example. If they get the full package out the farm, they
$300 shoot.
take it. If they come in and decorate, a good average is around $1,000 a wedding. They come in the day before, we charge them to decorate.
would that be roughly the same Stafford House with this?
Yeah, yeah.
You charge for the wedding plus the reception, yes.
Because then you could charge for the house too. You could, you know, there'd be dressing rooms and stuff. So it'd be kind of double dipping. Because that's what we do out there, you know, if you decide you just want to do the church, you know, just the church, you know, that's separate. If you want to do everything, you know, That's the price. You can do as much or as little as you want, and you can do the same thing with that. If you wanted just the house, or just the building, or both, or all of it.
And we do how many weddings or,
We had 35 out there last year.
do you think we could potentially double it?
Maybe. I am telling you from the wedding shows and stuff that I've been to, that this rustic look is where it's at.
Yeah.
The bourbon barrels, the wood, the logs down the aisle, those benches, we've got more compliment on those benches that I had made out there at the farm for the weddings than we had anything else we've done this year.
Do we have enough tables, or we have to buy tables for it?
Maybe not. It depends. Because I've got some extra here and we've got some extra there. It would be close.
What about the church could use it, is a church going out of business? That's
Well,
rustic.
Well, you know,
That's
I
rustic.
We had another set of benches made up.
Ready to move in on the loadout.
So there's enough benches out there right now if somebody want to get two. I've done that so if we want to get two weddings in one day, somebody can get married in the church and somebody can get married on the flag.
80% off.
We can accommodate both weddings. So, I think I've only got, what, $600 in benches.
The last one's, the materials that low for, and you're paying somebody else. 150 bill.
For $600, I had benches made to accommodate my wedding party.
About $30 a piece or something.
So we really just have to do about 15 more weddings one year and it's paid for.
Yeah, pretty much. And I know this is hard to believe, but I went to Rotary about a month ago and was talking about weddings. Paintsville, believe it or not, is one of the top destinations for weddings in this part of the state. True story. People literally kill to get married out there at that mountain home place because of the view for pictures. And they're always like, can we have they want to have a reception in that barn. Well, that barn is not capable. But
My nephew last year, he's from Georgetown, married out there, you know.
we
Had a
strung
reception
lights.
here.
We strung lights. You know, the barn is pretty small. It's got 2 stalls in it. We strung lights across for pumpkin patch just to line it up. And everybody went wild. Can we rent this for a wedding reception? So, I mean, I feel very comfortable that if we done this, we could book it.
If the hogs are gone.
Yeah.
What's, so you think we're good with 15,000 in the budget?
I think that, oh yeah, definitely. Easy. I can comfortably say 15, no problem.
You think that would pretty much cover the majority?
It'd be close. And I'm happy to say, our revenue is tracking ahead a little bit. City Hall's been strapping down on people that's not been paying their taxes. So, that's a win-win. So, I think it would be a good investment. I think it would be another draw for us to draw people here to Paintsville if we had something like that, because the closest to my knowledge of some place like that is Red River Gorge.
Yeah.
So,
Can you put a zip line from the barn over the river?
all we do is check.
Only if you're right.
Here goes the bride.
Straight to the set for a show.
Yeah.
Show me. But
I have to check with the city where they had surplus at some point. We can take a reverse course, so.
what's your all's thoughts though? What do y'all think?
I mean, the numbers sound like they work. I mean, I like a good idea.
What do you think, Ed?
Yeah, I think just picturing the place and facility, seeing it happen.
I think each year you can add two to the inside and get more.
You could. Well, you could,
We learn what works.
if we do, let's say we do 15 weddings a year, okay? Well, whatever obviously I want that to help offset our payment. I know we budget for that, but you could look at it each year. So when we budget, okay, well, this year we had, we made 6,000 more than what our payment was and our overhead, you can put 6,000 back into it. You could do little things each year to, hang lanterns up for more lighting or.
Man, I do think it'd be better to pour the concrete.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, definitely.
I don't think you ought to put the frame up without putting on concrete. Is that right?
So we're up to 20 probably now.
I mean, we've got room in the budget to do this.
I kind of agree.
Yeah.
I mean, once you,
It'd be a pain, I think, to try to.
You just need it done now, though.
you need to do it.
I mean-
When you put the building in.
Yeah, but I mean, the stuff needs to be put up someplace out of the window, whether concrete's gonna be too late to pour here the next month or so, probably. There's no good day. This needs to be done real quick if you're gonna pour the concrete.
Guess we need a motion.
And it improves the property value, so probably get $20,000 improvement on it.
I'll make a motion.
Have you ever been to the one over there at the school, the Robert Stevens place there they built?
Maybe it's in the back.
I mean, it doesn't look that great outside, but they fixed that up. It looks really good inside.
Karen,
What?
you got a first and a second.
Okay. All in favor? All opposed?
Oh, that's me.
Okay. How about a count for five, what's that?
So we have front porch picking out here every single Thursday. And something that's been happening is we've been so busy, like me especially, where I've been trying to direct for Candyland. Well, if they need something out here, they've got to track me down, get my credit card. I've got to go to the store. Or they go and they track me back down and give me my card back. So I thought if we could come up with an account and keep like, what did I tell you, $200? Just enough so if they need to run and get pop and water, just stuff from Walmart. That's all we do here, you know, popcorn bags, nacho chips. I just thought if I could have something separate, if we could do that, it'd be a lot easier on me, and they can just go ahead and go to the store when they need the stuff and get it. And they're not tracking me down to go buy a little Debbie cake.
I think it's great.
Well, I mean, you're talking about a separate bank account?
Yeah.
Or it's a gift card? Or Visa card?
Well, I thought if we had a checking account with a debit card of like $200, it'd be a lot easier on the accounting side of it to keep track of it. That way, as they spend, COVID in, and then you reimburse that account back with that receipt. So that was my logic behind it. Well, I did check about that, but a lot of those prepaid things, they deduct so much each month.
They do.
I think it's easy to the Walmart. I think Walmart.
But if they need to get something somewhere else, though, I
It's
think it's
fine.
good though, plus for the purpose of it, it doesn't have all the funds from the whole everything behind it, you know? It's what we would delegate just for, supplies.
I mean, anything big, you know, garbage bags and stuff, I always get, you know, out there, Sam's order.
I mean, your credit card bill, can you not can you not issue another card and a limit? Just do a separate card and just have a limit, a $250 limit?
Yeah, and then you have to have the employee's authorization, have their social security number set out there. So most people won't do that. So, I mean, I'm game, whatever y'all want to do, but, or if there's a better solution, but I have tried to check around, and I didn't want to leave money laying here in this building either.
You need a petty cash account. Pretty much.
I mean, or if y'all want me to leave it like it is, continue going to Walmart and getting stuff, I will, but it would just be a little easier on me. Any thoughts, Banker?
I mean, it's not a problem with it. I don't have a problem with it. I mean, if that's gonna help.
Well, it's at least once a week I'm having to make it to the store before picking. And I know that may sound crazy to you all, but we stay so busy every day. And I try to plan my days out, and 15 things will come up, and I never do what's on my planned list. It's crazy, isn't it? So, I mean, there'll be some days I plan on doing X, Y, Z, and well, such and such is called, and they want to know if they can come look to see it for a wedding so we can make $1,000. Well, obviously, I'm going to drop what I'm doing, and I'm going to go meet them. But, what do y'all think?
I mean, that's the easiest way for you to account for it, and let's do it that way. I was just thinking, just make sure it doesn't have one amount overdraft.
Well, no, they would never spend any more, I probably wouldn't spend more than $50. I mean, it's just usually, you don't ever need everything every week. You know, usually one week you'll need pop, next week you may need popcorn bags and, you know, a couple candy bars.
I don't see anything wrong with it. Plus, you'd probably, as far as whoever goes out with it, you'd want the receipt, wouldn't you, to see the itemized list of what it was used for, and
We'll see everything
Yeah.
in spot.
You don't have any issue with that now,
I don't see why.
well, my receipt, I mean, good
Yeah.
receipt.
What are you gonna call it, petty cash account?
Yeah, it'll be for the museum. We can call it the Country Music Hall Museum Petty Cash Account, or whatever you all want to call it. That's what it's for, it's for here.
Make a motion that we open up a petty cash account for Country Music Hall.
All in favor? Oh,
Do we need to assess, put a limit on it?
Yeah, go ahead and include that. I think $200.
$200, not $200.
You good with that, second?
I'm good with that.
We're all going to have permission.
Here we go. Yeah, farm here, that's it. Yeah.
I could run this
See? One of them died. Why don't you say that? It ain't the one here. Farm. Farm.
what is that?
Yeah. One farm died.
one.
You're not using it, sure?
We need Christmas village too.
So,
Need Christmas village.
I'm working on the tree.
Executive Director's report.
Past month, we had our night market downtown. Considering everything that was going on, we had a great turnout. There were 2 or 3 other different events going on at the same time. Went really good. Billy Barrels came down. This was their first time. They were pleased. They are willing to come back, which was good. The new place over on Broadway, the inflatable people, TNT Inflatable, I think it's called, they came. They had a great turnout. It was just a good turnout. We were down a little bit in vendors, but with the weather, it was a little cooler, but it went really good. Main Street Players are currently at the SIP. They have their last performance this weekend coming. They will be moving out on Sunday. And then we have the Elf performance that will be moving in the next week for Christmas. We've been booking stuff here a lot. December is almost full, which is great. We actually, just last week, we had somebody that booked the SIP for a wedding next year, and then they want to do the reception here, so they're utilizing 2 of our venues, which is really good. And we've been staying busy with Candyland, trying to promote that, trying to work with the schools. And I think right now, with the exception of one school, all the other schools that are coming for Candyland are new, different schools than from Pumpkin Patch. So that's a good thing. And I'm sure there's other stuff, but I'm drawing a blank right now. But we've been really busy. Christmas open house downtown was this past Saturday. Anything else we talked about on our weekly radio show? What you think?
You asked me too quick. You mentioned the CF, what they're doing, didn't you?
We're participating, not this weekend, but next weekend in the Christmas market at the rec center.
Oh, yeah.
We're taking the train, doing Polar Express, so the train will be, we're going to decorate it up for Christmas. They're doing a Christmas market from 9 to 3 on Saturday, so we'll be doing train rides. And we've been booking the train as well. Had a birthday party last month. I had Citizens Bank actually called me, wanted to do it for their employee appreciation, and they offered Mountain Home Place in June. So that's probably about it.
Anything for executive session? Okay. Commissioners' comments?
No, think the pumpkin patch was awesome. We went through it and enjoyed it. I look forward to Ken. He did well.
Our goal is to make sure the kids have a good time. That way they've got something to do, because that's one thing I've heard since I've had this job is there's nothing here for anybody to do. There's nothing for the kids to do. I spent like 6 hours yesterday out there, putting colored places on the pathway, so just like on the board game, so the kids will have stepping stones, so.
I don't have a tug around
I got one. But, and I really feel like it's kind of brought the farm back to life. So, I know the last report I pulled, we're tracking, we've met like 74% of our income goal already this fiscal year. So, I'm already gearing up for Easter, behind the scenes as well.
I got rabbit flags.
We've got 15,000 eggs for Easter egg now, so. We had 3,000 last year and they were gone in what, 24 seconds?
We had 30 seconds, didn't we?
That's a true
It was
story.
fast.
I mean, it's just like hundreds of people just whoosh. So,
Some of them got like plowed over, you know. Even with the age restrictions and, you know, it was intense.
One other little thing, I was just talking about the next bunch of moving into the SIP for the next play.
yes.
Got to get something fixed in there. Because that little girl's in charge of that. I'll have your hide if you don't get that fixed.
Well,
The projector, whatever it is in
I
there.
got till spring. I thought I'd try to have it done by Christmas.
How did you,
And I seen that guy Saturday, actually, and he's supposed to be calling.
when y'all got the roof fixed, did that fix it? Everything else was done?
Knock on wood, we haven't had any issues.
I was,
Do we have that pretty much booked in the central choir and all that coming back?
Paintsville Band's doing their Christmas concert there. Paintsville Elementary Kindergarten's doing something there next Monday.
What's for Grandparents' Day?
Master players, JCHS players. No, the choir hasn't yet. Normally Amy does. I know Paintsville Band's already booked theirs for spring as well. Had a guy call today, plays bluegrass music, wanted to play Friday in December.
Is that it? Motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
To adjourn, fast, we're adjourned, huh?